everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make the Spellbinders Bitty Blossoms. As you can see, I've made various roses out of them, and there's three different flower dyes and two different flower dyes you can use. Today I'll be covering the flowers, more specifically the roses. So I've cut out a bunch in advance through my Cuttlebug, just so I'm prepared and I don't have to constantly be going back to cut them out. First, I'm going to start with just a plain yellow, and I'm going to antique the edges a bit. Just to give it a little bit of texture. You can see I'm using a makeup sponge. That's actually because my stamp pad is brand new, and if I tried to stamp or do the edges right on the pad, it would be a little too strong for my liking. So you can put as little or as much as you want. It's really a matter of personal preference. I like to put a little more going towards the center, and that's just because the center tends to be a little bit darker of a rose because of more shading. So there is my antiqued rose outline. And there's two different ways that we could be doing this. I can either use a quilling tool, this one's by Quilted Creations, or you can use self-closing tweezers, and this came in the Susan's Garden toolkit by Sizzix. So, most people do this by hand, but I just find it's a little easier to use a tool. You take the self-closing tweezers, and you put it right on the tip of the rose, and you just start rolling. It's a lot easier to do with this. It's almost like an extra hand. It's easier to line up, and they go a lot faster. The cardstock I used here was just a medium grade cardstock in a light yellow. You just roll it all the way up until the end. And this little circle here, you can actually put glue on that to hold it down. And if you're putting it on a card, that's a great spot to put it down, or to put glue on it. So once I'm done rolling it up, I kind of let it go loose a little bit just to relax the rose, make it look a little more realistic. And then I'm going to add some glue, and today I'm just going to use some Beacon 3-in-1. It's quick dry, it's not very messy at all. So you just put a little bit of glue on there, and then you hold it down on the bottom. And you don't have to wait very long. Like I said, it's quick dry. I don't recommend that you use a lot because it'll warp your paper, and anything that's going to take a while to dry will also warp your paper. So now that's ready to go. We're going to pick up our tweezers again and just roll back some of the petals. And you can see the antique look has made it look nice and 3D. Now the goal with these is you don't want to roll back every petal, or don't want to make them look all the same, because that would be too perfect, and as we all know, nature's not perfect. And you just continue to do that until you're relatively happy with the rose, which I am. I love the colors on it. You can do darker papers where you don't need to do any antiquing or shading on the edges. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Bye!